I think storytelling has been like our oldest operating system because even as kids, we didn't learn about the world through, say, bullet points. We learned through bedtime stories, fables, and make believe. So before we even knew how to read spreadsheets or strategy decks, we were sitting cross legged listening to someone tell us a story about how a tortoise raised a rabbit. And that's how we learned through stories. I think that's also how we start understanding consequences or emotions or decisions. And I feel like that wiring doesn't just go away because we grow up. And even today, the best product teams know that we're not selling software, we're selling the story behind why it matters. I've also been hearing more about the shift from SaaS to what some people are starting to call RAS, results as service. And
Love it.
honestly, it makes a lot of sense because people don't just want access to tools anymore. They want outcomes. They're not paying for software, they're paying for results, for success. And if that's really where we're headed, and I think we are, then the way we talk about our products becomes even more important. Because if we're expecting someone to bet on an outcome, we better tell them a story that makes them feel like they are already halfway there. Sure, ChatGPT can do a good job at storytelling too. I mean, as a wise guy once said, it's both the best and the worst thing to happen to AI. But what AI doesn't have, I think, is uh, the messy context, the
Correct.
I feel this in my bones kind of energy that our stories bring. Um, it can tell a story, but I don't think it has lived one because that kind of stuff you can't fake. So, yeah, maybe we may outgrow bedtime, but we never outgrow a good story.
I would hope we never outgrow bedtime stories in general. And I think you're right. I think it goes even deeper, right? Like we did all sit around listening to stories, but the initial way humans actually spread information, we're talking about going around the campfire like when we were all Neanderthals or whatever. That's actually coded so deeply in our DNA that we will never get rid of it. And it will probably take a chat GPT that long to catch up. So
Yeah.
if this is going to be the definition of human, I think you're right. I think storytelling is part of the definition, the core definition of storytelling and what we innately want. Then we need to embrace this. And here's a hot take, right? Like we want to embrace this. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is the definition of human.